I have no idea what this is for. I'm not putting this on the internet. There's no way. Oh my fucking god. I got really inspired watching a couple different YouTube channels. I'll definitely link to them in the description below. But I'm just trying to get to a place where I'm taking more steps to promote myself. My music is at a point now where I feel confident and I definitely know I have the skill. As far as rapping is concerned, I have no concerns there. I can freestyle, like I can battle anybody. And then also when it comes to writing, I don't think anybody could outright me. And beats, that's the thing I've been dying from because it takes me forever to make a beat that I'm satisfied with. I keep being reminded, keep it simple, keep it simple. This one channel in particular, this guy gave some really great advice. He was saying, don't be a perfectionist, basically. In the 80s, people dropped albums. They dropped, 12 track, year-long projects. And now we live in an era of singles. And so I need to focus more on, like, making bangers, basically. I think Smart Rapper is a good channel for me right now. I think that's where I need to invest some time in, doing a lot of research along the lines of what he talks about with promotion. And I might even pay for that. That's something I definitely would take a course in at like a community college, but you get it from somebody that's been through it as opposed to some raggedy old professor who was coming up in the 70s and 80s. I was definitely at a disadvantage at Goucher, even though Dan Deacon came up out of there maybe 2, maybe 3 years before me. Same studio I was in and everything. Our professor was he's like this older dude from Peabody Institute. And it was cool. He gave me a lot of opportunities. I got to meet Tori Amos and he encouraged me. He always told me, like, you have a lot of potential and you're very creative and I think people will like your stuff. And this was 2012, 2013. First took a class with him in like 2010. And he tried to convince me my name was Max. I was like, no, I'm a girl. And he was like, no, you're not. I was like, you really shouldn't say, like, I'm obviously I don't really identify that way, but I was like, dude, my name is not Max. He's like, well, it has to be. It's the only name that makes sense on this roster. I'm like, well, but my name isn't Max, so. And he just kept, I'm like, dude, I'm a female, like, oh, God. But that's something, like, being a female, queer, whatever, non-binary, whatever, label. Just, I'm myself, whatever, I'm myself. I'm not saying your label's wrong, I'm saying I'm me. I'm very careful, and I think every queer person is, whether they will openly admit it or not. Like, we're careful, because you will offend somebody mad fast. Like, I definitely identify as queer, like, and I definitely identify as non-binary. Label. But, like, at the same time, I get so frustrated with people in my community, and I'm lonely. Like, I need friends. And it's just, I don't like when people are, like, they alienate you because, you, like, I don't know. Now, I hear a lot of people say dumb stuff that are LGBTQ that say just, like, dumb stuff. I'm like, it's transphobic is what it ends up being. Like, lesbians I know say transphobic stuff all the time. Just like, no, like, you're wrong. Or, like, even I see it in my students now. Like, I have, female gay or queer students who are very misogynistic, have definitely internalized uh, just woman hating. And I think of myself in high school, and it's like very reminiscent of how I used to act, just womanizing all the time. It makes me very upset because I'm like, just wait until, like, those boys are not your friend. That's what I want to be like. Like, you don't need to impress them. They don't matter. Anyway, tangent. For content creation, and songs even, I guess, it's like perfection, it's not gonna happen. I'm never gonna achieve perfection. I can invest time though. So I watched so many videos in the past couple of days, but one of the things that really stuck with me was this idea that, like, you're gonna grow from it. If you spent time on it, you're growing from it. So at a certain point, you just gotta let it go. and you got to say this is the best that this song is going to be and put it out there and start something new. A lot of my songs sit in my computer. Like I have so many songs that are completely original beats. They're just in my computer because they're not perfect. And I have a lot of songs out. It's not like that's the issue. It's just it's frustrating because I spend time on them and that's time lost if it's sitting in the computer. So this idea of like if I want to make it as a rapper, if I want this to be my career, if I want my creative endeavors to be what I primarily make money off of, I'm I'm gonna need to let go of my perfectionism. That is so hard. Like that is so hard. I'm gonna try. Even with videos, I'm like, how do you put up a YouTube video? Like, how do you let go of like little dumb shit? Like when I'm trying not to cuss, but when like the light is weird or something, like the light, I'm supposed to be sleeping. It's literally 2 in the morning right now. I have to work tomorrow. With being a teacher, I don't have a bunch of extra time. Like if you're a teacher, like I lost years of my life like not pursuing what I wanted to because when you're a teacher, you can't do anything else. Basically, I mean, you can't. I can now. My where I work now is way better, but being in Teach for America, just 2 years lost basically. I did save up a lot of money, and that's how I was able to put the studio together. I don't regret it. Just I think my current state as far as monetizing my brand and everything would be very different. And I think about my manic episode 2015, I was so disconnected from my reality. I wanted to make rapping my career and I wanted to make that my reality like immediately. And I didn't really have the means. I didn't know what my plan was going to be, but I kept starting stuff and then not finishing it and starting stuff and not putting it up. And I worry that that's going to happen again all the time. I don't want to teach. Like, I don't. It's so annoying. I love my students. I love my students, but grading, no. I can't do it. It's so annoying. I'm just talking about random shit right now. Like, I think I'm out of my mind. I need to go to sleep. Alright, so basically, I have no idea what this is for. I'm not putting this on the internet. There's no way. Oh my fucking god. It's hard to stay focused, like, on one topic. Every time I do something, I'm gonna get better at it the next time. So I don't know.